Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Barbie, and thanks for watching this video on transposing between clefs. Maybe you're a band director with a week before a concert or competition, and you have a trombone or euphonium part in bass clef, and your euphoniumist has just switched from trumpet and is yet to learn treble clef. Or maybe you're that student looking to learn to read the other clef before going off to a college audition. Anyways, this video will help you with this learning curve. Here is a bass clef and treble clef. We'll start with the fundamental note, B flat. Now if you are a treble clef player, this note will be your low C. So a cheap and easy way, if you're trying to do this on the spot as a player, is to count two lines or spaces, whichever the note is. Let's say you're reading bass clef and you have a B flat. So the simple way to do that is to count down two lines. So our B flat line is 1, or is not 1, is home. The G line is 1, and the E below it is 2. So now in bass clef we have an E. But now we're going to change clefs. And we also need to change keys. Going from bass clef to treble clef, we add two sharps, which in this case we have a B flat and a E flat. Adding two sharps would negate those two flats and put it in the key of C or B flat treble clef. So our B flat here in bass clef is equivalent to the middle C and B flat treble clef. Going the other way, if we are reading treble clef, here is our low C, and we want to figure out what this note would be in bass clef. So we count two lines, but in this time we count up. So our E line is 1, our G line is 2. So here we go. We change from treble clef to bass clef. And in doing that, we add two flats, which in this case we have no sharps. So flat number 1 would be B flat, and flat number 2 would be E flat. So what I suggest if you're a student learning the pitches of a different clef is start with your fingering chart like this and go up chromatically. What I did when I was a young student was I took a fingering chart in treble clef for baritone and a fingering chart in the other clef, and I matched them up and I correlated, okay, this is how you do that. So that's a quick and easy way to do it. But while I have you, let's do a few exercises. We'll stick in bass clef and B flat for right now. And we will stick with B flat as I said. But the note I'm going to give us is concert F. So, take a moment, pause this video, and see if you can figure it out. Welcome back. Do you have the answer? Well, the first thing we want to do from bass clef to treble clef, we'll go ahead and write our treble clef down below, is we want to find this F and we want to count down two lines. So 1, 2. So that is our G line in treble clef. Now we want to add two sharps going from bass clef to treble clef. In this case we have B flat and E flat, two flats. So the two sharps will cancel those out, and here we have treble clef in the key of C, the pitch G, and B flat treble clef. Let's do another. This time we're going to go from treble clef to bass clef. the treble clef is going to be in the key of F. And the note we want to find out is this D. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure this out. Great, welcome back. So the first thing we're going to do is write our bass clef down here. And going from treble clef to bass clef, we want to count up 2 lines or spaces. So here is where the D is, 1, the home space 1, 2. So it is on the C, middle C line, and we have 1 flat already, and we want to add 2 flats going to bass clef. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So here we have B flat, E flat, and A flat. So this D and B flat treble clef in the key of F is a concert C in the key of E flat. Let's do one more. This time we're going to go from bass clef, key of G, and we're going to find out what concert B is. So go ahead and take a break or press pause and figure this out. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make a treble clef. And we're going to count down 2 spaces. 1, 2. So it is on the C space. Now we need to add 2 sharps going from bass clef to treble clef. Here we already have 1. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So we have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. I hope this video is helpful, and good luck in your future learning.